Yeah, you found it. I feel bad.
It's fucking horrible.
Like, we shouldn't laugh because it's probably going to be painful.
I said that yesterday. I was just like, my whole side, my right side of my face is so inflamed.
It doesn't even look it though.
My breakouts have all come out on my right hand side.
Oh, beautiful.
But then even me laughing yesterday, I was like, my face hurts so much from laughing because my stitches are rubbing up against my gums.
As I said, the mouth is just not it. Like,
a great time.
It's not something you want to hurt or have things done to. Like,
yeah.
Can't we just make a drug that just numbs your whole mouth? Like,
yeah, I would have.
Healing process?
Probably would have knocked myself out, to be honest. If I could go back,
I think
I would have knocked myself out and got all 4 done.
That's what I mean. Like, I feel like it's like you kind of weigh up the decision. Like, do I just fuck it, pay all the money that you have to, get them all done at once, hit the nail on the head, knock myself out?
Yeah.
Deal with the pain after it.
Yeah.
Instead of doing pain during, pain after.
There was the money. The money was a massive thing for me.
It's expensive.
The money, because
it's actually fucked up.
What? 5? It was actually like $600-$700 for one side.
Yeah. When in fact I think it's like $3,000 to get them all.
Yeah.
And to get knocked out.
Because then you have to get knocked out. You have to go under.
So anesthesia.
Like, and that's the only reason why I didn't do it is because I was like, my health cover won't cover all of it. So like, there's no point in doing it. So I'll just do one this year and one next year.
Yeah.
But oh well, she's alright.
Look,
just kicking on slowly.
Teeth are not it, guys. Get them out when you get the chance.
Yeah, and get braces when you can as well when you're younger.
Correct.
Because Invisalign is not cheap.
I'm so grateful that my parents paid for mine.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not getting Invisalign purely for the price tag.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna deal with it.
Look, your teeth aren't even bad. Honestly,
I'm just gonna deal with it.
Honestly. It's not a big thing.
It's not that big of a deal.
But yeah, that's how we're starting this week. So hi guys, how are we?
Hello everybody, welcome back.
B's gonna be a bit out of it today.
Yeah, I'm not doing too great. I just got my wisdom teeth taken out, 2 of them, so she's a bit flat today.
But that's okay.
So Riss has taken the reins on this episode.
Watch it.
She's done most of the research and all of that fun stuff.
Which is usually the other way around. If you are to know, B does a lot of the research into our podcast. B does a lot of work behind the scenes as well. So yeah, we're gonna see it the other way around this time. So see how it goes. But as we spoke about last week, we wanted to chat about controversial topics, which we didn't want to go into like, you know, your basic ones like abortion and shit like that. Like everyone knows those. I think they're a bit too touchy. And honestly, I think we have kind of the same opinion on it.
Yeah.
So we need to talk about it.
Yeah.
We've decided to go more about like how people respond in relationships. So the controversial sides of those. So I've got a fair few that I found that we're going to have a chat about. I'll give my opinion, B will give hers, and then we can just talk about the subject. So that's what our whole episode will be based around. So yeah, strap in.
Let's go. I'm excited. I haven't read or heard any of these.
Okay.
So I'm very excited.
We're going to start off strong, and it's a good one. It's not exclusive until someone officially asks you to be their significant other. What's your opinion? This is a tough one.
It is a tough one.
So like
No.
I think you gotta break it apart though. So like when it says it's not exclusive until someone officially asks you to be their significant other, that's not exclusive either.
No.
I think there's a stage to be like you're exclusive, and that's before you become their significant other.
Yes. I think it's been worded incorrectly.
Yeah. So I think it's more like if you're it's always like the whole you're single until you're not. But I think it's more around like maybe instead of exclusive, it's more around like, are you their girlfriend until you are physically asked? Yeah. Is that what you think? We've had this convo. Not on here.
Yeah. I think it's a bit of a hit and miss because like if
it's a blurred line.
It is a very much a blurred line because you could I don't know. See, like, people could really have that conversation and they could be like, oh, this is my girlfriend, or like in like topic of conversation and they call you their girlfriend and you're kind of like, wait a minute, we haven't had that conversation.
Right.
But then that kind of doesn't back it up and you don't have that conversation and then you're kind of like, oh yeah, okay, like we're together.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I think it's a nice way to start it.
Okay.
To ask.
Yeah.
rather than just being like, oh yeah, she's my girlfriend,
Yeah.
and just assume.
But then again, like, this is where it gets really blurry, because I think some people can say, like, she's my missus.
Yes.
But you're not actually together. And
Yes.
you both know that.
Yeah.
That's just easier for them to say it like that.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, yeah, this is
Oh, yeah,
my
this is the
friend
chick that I'm
who
seeing.
who I'm fucking, who
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
with. Like, it's just stupid. So, like, people give them labels, but it's not actually an actual title. That makes sense? So that's where it's so blurred.
Yeah, it's such
Which I think right now we can both relate to.
Yeah.
And that's where we can kind of give the opinion that's like, yeah, they could say that, or you could say that. But until you have this serious convo that's like, I'm ready to commit to you, we're both in it, this is what we see long term, we can, like, you know, that's us being together.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like, oh, will you be my girlfriend?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I think it's kind of like, I was about to say, there's a certain point of age where you're like, you don't actually have to ask
That's what I mean,
me.
but I think you should also have a conversation.
The conversation definitely needs to be had.
Yeah. Where, because, like, when's your anniversary?
Literally.
Like, come on, guys.
Literally. We were talking about this the other week.
Literally.
And I was talking about it to
Give
Mum
me a
the other day as well.
fucking
And I was
day.
like, you can't call me a girlfriend because
when did that start?
when did that actually start? Because I can't base it off when we started seeing each other.
No.
Because we weren't really anything serious back then.
That's what I mean.
So.
And I think she's crazy. And then, like, he's like, oh, no, we've been dating for ages. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like when
did
did we start this? Yeah, no, I totally agree about that.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
I need a specific
I need a date.
date.
Yeah. I need an anniversary date. When are we going to celebrate?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
I need to be able to pin you in like a year's time. Be like, all right, what is it?
Yeah.
What's today?
Yeah. Bitch, do you remember what today is?
Okay, cool. And I think it's also the same with being exclusive, to be honest. Obviously, it's less of a conversation.
It's not that big of a conversation.
No.
That it's kind of like, oh, am I
But
exclusive
I
to
think
you?
you can also have, like, you can have a mutual understanding that you are kind of exclusive in the sense of, like, one person or both of you aren't seeing other people.
Yeah.
And you just don't want to label it.
Yeah.
Like, I completely get that.
I think that kind of happens naturally.
Yeah,
when you're seeing someone constantly,
that's the thing. I don't think you need to be like, oh, we're exclusive.
We're exclusive. Yeah, I don't think that conversation really needs to be had.
You can literally just be like, I'm not seeing anyone. You're not seeing anyone. Like, and that to have that trust again is fucking hard. But it's there.
Yeah.
And like, it's something that hopefully the other person can reassure you with and give you a lot of confidence in.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, it's your job, their job, to make you feel like you don't have to stress about it.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you're like overly concerned about it, and you're kind of like, oh, I don't really want you to be seeing anyone else. Like, can we have that conversation to be like, are we exclusive?
Yeah.
But otherwise, I feel like it's like a mutual respect thing.
Yeah, and if you're such a good communicator, like if your communication is on point, I don't think you're ever gonna have to be like.
You would have to question it.
No.
It's more when it gets to the serious like.
Yeah.
Boyfriend girlfriend topic.
Correct.
Yeah.
Woo! Okay, single parents shouldn't jump from relationship to relationship.
That's interesting.
What do you think?
I feel like it would potentially have a lot of effect on the children.
I think that's the whole point.
Yeah. Because, to definitely have a different outlook for them, like looking at relationships. Being like, oh, my mum or my dad have done like this many relationships in
this
however many time, like time frame.
Yeah.
It's not really.
I think it
depends.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
depends on how old the child is.
Correct.
Like,
I think it just depends on if you know it's nothing or you know it's not serious, do not let your child know. If it's like the whole like joint custody where, you know, on the weekends your mate's got it, or like your partner, ex-partner.
Your mate.
Sorry. You can just be like, cool, that's when you can go see someone.
Yeah.
And constantly see someone as long as the kid never knows until it is serious enough.
Yeah.
Because I think the biggest problem is just bringing someone else into this kid's life. Again, depending on the age, obviously from a certain age in their childhood, it can be such a big thing for them to be like, cool, this person's going to be in my life.
Yeah.
Especially if they have an absent, like dad or mum.
Yeah.
Then that's where they'll cling to.
Yeah.
But if it's more when they're older, you really need to set a communication standard to be like, I'm seeing this person, I've been seeing them for a while.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be like, cool, I really don't want to meet them if they're just...
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a massive thing, is that if you're a single parent, you need to make sure that they're not, like, obviously don't hide it from your child.
No.
But also...
to a degree.
You need to keep it to a certain point until you know that it's going to be a permanent thing.
Correct.
I think jumping from relationship to relationship can really affect how the child sees relationships and love in general.
Correct.
So,
yeah, and it's just... It can also cause problems in the sense that if you guys ended for a reason or like for a bit of a touchy subject, you don't know how the other person's going to react. Because if that kid is receptive enough, it will go back to the other parent and be like, Mum seeing this guy.
Yeah.
And this dad might not appreciate it. It can cause a lot of conflict. Again, this affects the child.
Yeah. It's definitely something that people have to look into when you have a
It's
child.
a big deal.
It's not like it's just you and that person anymore. Like, you have a child that you need to take into consideration. So
yeah, but then on the backflip of that, if you are single, if you are a single parent and you're seeing someone, I think it's also good to have a bit of secrecy in the fact at the start to not speak about your child yet, because always bringing it up can freak a lot of people out.
Yeah, definitely can freak a lot of
But
people
you gotta
out.
get to a stage where it's about to get serious, or like it's starting to get serious, and you do need to have the conversation that you have a child,
Yeah.
because it's a big commitment for that other person as well.
Yeah. And people look at that being like, oh, you've got a kid.
It means that you've also got baggage though. I think that's the biggest thing that people forget. Because someone can be like, oh, amazing, I love children.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the end of the day, that child is connected to someone that also loved you at some point in their life.
Yeah.
And they may not be the one letting go.
Yeah.
Which can strain a lot of people.
It's hard. I can't, like, obviously I'm not a parent, but I can just imagine how hard it would be.
Think about the dog situation.
Yeah, well, we've both got that.
How your other half, how his other half is responding to that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. And for a human child that
That's
actually
what I mean.
understands everything.
And that's what I mean. Like, obviously with my situation, what's going on with that, to tell people, like, to tell someone that I'm seeing to be like, I've got this so much baggage and they're going to be in my life, like, it's difficult. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lol.
Yeah. Lol.
Okay, relationships in high school and middle school don't count.
Oh,
Middle school, I'm guessing, is primary
school for
I can
Australian.
agree on.
Yes. Yeah, they're irrelevant.
That's stupid. Like,
They're just
stupid.
flings. They're like little
Good on ya.
primary school flings. That's literally all that
good
they
on
are.
ya. That's awesome. If you can continue it and it goes all the way, sure, you can count it.
Yeah, exactly.
But if it ends there, like, no, you don't be like, yeah, I've had 4 boyfriends.
Yeah.
From when I was 6 to when I was 12.
Yeah, I don't count any of the guys that I was seeing
No,
in
neither.
primary school. Like, I just don't count them.
Um,
So irrelevant.
But I think in high school,
Yeah.
again, to a certain age, yes.
Yeah, so I was with my partner throughout high school.
Yeah.
So my first, like, serious boyfriend, I was with him through the whole of high school.
Which,
So-
again, if it starts from year 7 and goes to such a long time, yes.
Yeah.
But if it's like year 7, I'm still kind of like,
Yeah.
Anywhere before year 9 and it's nothing that's staged with it, I'm kind of like, have you hit puberty yet?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair enough. I definitely think that primary school is just a write-off.
No, that's just stupid.
But high school, I do feel like they
count.
if they're
for sure.
if they're reasonable lengths, yeah, they count.
And they're usually fucking dramatic.
Oh, they're so dramatic, especially if you go to the same school.
Stupid.
Especially if you go to the same school.
You shouldn't seek happiness through your relationship.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's kind of
agree.
phrased, again, differently. I think you should phrase it in a way that's more like, you shouldn't seek happiness from only your relationship. You should obviously seek happiness in your relationship.
Oh, yeah, you should definitely be happy in your relationship. Yeah.
But that should not be your only source of happiness.
That shouldn't be the reason on why you go into a relationship.
Correct.
Because you're upset and lonely
100%.
and stuff like that.
And you
So-
only see that person as giving you
Yeah.
any type of...
Which is nice. I mean, obviously, if you're seeing someone and they make you happy, that's great. But that shouldn't
Yeah.
be the only, like, that shouldn't be the only reason on why you're seeking out a relationship.
No, but I think it's a big reason why a lot of relationships end. Because the codependency and the stress that someone else puts on someone to be their only source of happiness
Yeah.
is so hard, because in the end, that other person, they may have like heaps of mates, heaps of friends, and this person's their only form of like happiness, and you're always letting them down. So it's just not fair on either end.
No. I agree.
So, yeah, weird. The person you're dating shouldn't stop you from finding the person you're marrying.
Oh my gosh.
Your boyfriend. Don't let your boyfriend stop you from finding your husband. Here we go.
That's funny. I think the first time we brought that up on this, it was
I was so
long.
shocked. I was
It
like,
was a
damn,
bit
that's
long.
true.
It is true. Yeah, you gotta be a bit touchy with that one. Because I feel like it's like, I don't know, again, like if you're in a relationship but you're sourcing it from somewhere else, like I think it needs to really be looked at to be like, okay, why am I finding it elsewhere?
Yeah, completely fair.
Like if it obviously is someone that you can, like if you, I have to be careful with what I say. Like if you're in a relationship but you've met someone that you're like, oh my god, I can see them, like me marrying them, you have to be careful with what you're doing, and you have to be like, okay, is it because I'm not getting something in the current relationship, or is it because, you know, you're just at wrong stages of your life and you've met someone else? Like, really, you really have to look a little bit more deeper into that before you be like, oh yeah, I've met someone, I'm going to marry them, I'm going to fuck my current boyfriend off. Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, I agree, I completely agree. Like, you could spend literally 5 years with someone and think that they're the bee's knees.
Yeah.
When realistically, they're not fulfilling shit.
Yeah.
You're just with them because you're comfortable.
Yeah.
And then this other person comes into your life and they're like the best thing for you, but instead you're like, no, I'm committed to this person. It's been 5 years. We've got a house. We're comfortable. I think that's when you be like, you address it and be like,
yeah,
am I happy? Is this fulfilling me? Am I the best version of myself for this person? Or is there someone that has maybe been like, shit, you might be worth taking this path? And again, it might not work out for sure. But the biggest thing that I'm saying is do not find your husband while still with your fucking boyfriend. Get rid of the kid.
Yeah, that's
Have the conversation.
Yeah.
That's say, hey, bud.
Sorry, I found my husband. I think we need to fuck off.
Mates. I want to, not even, like, you can be as honest as you want. You can probably be like, look, I want to pursue someone else with someone else. This is not working. But if you want to really keep it hard intact, be honest and be like, I don't think this is the right thing for me.
We don't give a shit about his heart. No.
I want to go see what my options are, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But do not start another relationship when you're in one.
Yeah.
Because realistically, you're stupid.
Yeah, it's not going to end very well.
Stop it. Stop. Now.
Stop.
Stupid.
Yeah, no, I agree.
No, I agree. I think it is completely fair. You shouldn't stay with someone.
I was going to say, I think your feelings are very valid in that sense, because I feel like a lot of people would be like, oh, I'm going to break this person's heart, or this is a stupid reason to break up with someone, or X, Y, Z. I feel like that's why a lot of people are so controversial about that, because they're like, they don't really take into consideration how they're feeling.
Yeah.
And like, if you're not feeling right in a relationship, like Ruth said, don't do it. If you've met someone else that's giving you more, or like you feel like you're going to be more fulfilled out of that relationship, then it is what it is, really.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that people need to learn is that you could have someone that gives you 90% of what you want in life, which again, you're not going to find 100%. Amazing if you do, congrats. But like, you've got someone that's 90%, and then you find someone that has that other 10%, and they've only got that 10%. A lot of the time we're attracted to that because they're like, that's what I'm lacking. But realistically, they are lacking 90% of what you want.
Yeah.
So don't just go and be like, oh, grass is greener.
Because
really fucking not.
Probably not.
So like, yeah, I think it's like, address the fact that something's lacking, speak to your partner about it, and if it can't change, then I wouldn't go to the 10% because that's dumb. But evaluate your situation and be like, why am I staying with someone that I'm just not happy with?
Yeah. Yeah. Agree.
Stop it.
Agree.
Like, come on.
Yeah, it's not doing you any favours, so.
You are better off being single than settling. My biggest advice I can give you.
100%.
Quit it.
100%.
Quit it. Are romance and comfort mutually exclusive? So are they the same thing?
No.
No.
I don't think they are.
So to put it in perspective, is there a difference in being in love and being comfortable?
Is there a difference?
Yes.
Yeah.
What is it?
I think, like we were just talking about, I feel like being comfortable, you can definitely be in a relationship and still be comfortable and not love that person.
For sure. Which is what happens.
Which happens in a lot of long-term relationships.
I think it's like honestly, it's a big part of relationships. Like, you're going to get bored. There are going to be times where, you know, you start to get too comfortable because you're living together.
Yeah.
You've got so much of your life in that person. That's like, you need to choose to love this person at this point.
There's also like a fine line for being comfortable in your relationship, but also doing stuff for your partner that brings a romance out. Like,
I agree.
Was that last week or with Rose? We were talking about obviously like how to keep the spark alive and how to keep long-term relationships like fresh and exciting and all of that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
So there's definitely a line between just being comfortable and staying with someone and being comfortable and still trying to make that effort.
Yeah.
And bringing in romance to the relationship.
Yeah, which I think really just comes down to the fact that it's all going to depend on how you begin a relationship. Like, your honeymoon phase is the most important part of a relationship, I believe.
Yeah.
That's when you are the happiest, that's when everything gets, you know, it's easy. But that's also when you find out what people's love languages are.
Yeah.
How someone receives it, how someone gives it.
Yeah.
But if you can't figure that out early, then when you do get to those tough times, like, you're not going to know the easiest way to make them feel so much love.
Yeah, and they may not match up as well. Like, everybody's love languages are so different.
Yeah.
That sometimes, like, someone's love language would be physical touch and yours wouldn't be.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you learnt that, God, 6, 7, 8 months down the track, it's not really going to be beneficial for anyone.
No. And that's what I mean. And that's where it gets exhausting, where if you didn't learn that and yours is physical touch, or yours is, say, like, acts of service, and you go and do this thing for someone and they're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you bothering?
Yeah, they won't appreciate
You're
it.
going to get disheartened, they're going to be disheartened, it's just a waste of time.
Yeah.
And that's how things start to fall out. You just don't understand each other.
Yeah.
But I also say as well, I've had this conversation that's like, if you are arguing, if you are causing problems in the honeymoon phase, you've got problems down the line, and I promise you that.
If you're arguing with your partner in the honeymoon stage,
something's wrong. Like, you guys are not it. Like, if they are disappointing you too many times in the honeymoon phase, boo, you are settling hard.
Yeah.
Like, no one should disappoint you in the first 6 months of anything.
It's when the most work should be done.
Correct. That's when you see the side of them that's like, I want to make this work for you.
Yeah.
I want to make you happy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when people are doing things for other people.
Yeah. And it's normal for them to then dip off a little bit
Correct.
after that.
That's normal.
But if they're disappointing you within the first 3 months,
bro.
even the first month, I reckon the first month, if you're
Mate.
if you're in arguments or if you're having buffos with your partner or just the person that you're seeing within the first month, fuck them off.
Get rid of them.
Honestly,
put them in the bin.
You're either not compatible or they're just children.
Like,
They're a
nothing.
child.
The honeymoon phase should not be hard. That's why it's called that.
Yeah.
Honey. Like, you just don't understand how much easier it would be if you guys were actually the right people for each other.
Yeah. And you'll definitely know that within, like...
You know this
like,
shit.
Within the honeymoon stage, you know that if you guys are compatible and right for each other. And that's obviously if you guys are arguing, then you're not...
It's not it!
One of you have got a lot of growing up to do.
Ah! Jesus. Anyway.
Next one.
Posting your significant other on social media. What a topic.
We were just talking about this before we started recording.
We literally were, actually.
I think we have spoken about this like in previous episodes.
Yep.
I remember what the saying was, and it was private, not secret.
That's the one.
Yeah, I was trying to think of what the term was.
We were thinking of the 2 P words, but
yeah.
we didn't find it.
Yeah. I do think... Yeah, we were talking about this when we were talking about stuff
ago,
in like
you'll see them
like searching up people on Instagram, finding people on Instagram if you don't have something in a bio
or
something like that.
That's it.
We did touch base on that. I do think posting on like, especially because of the world that we live in at the moment, we're so based around social media, but I do think it's important to let it known.
Yeah, you can make it known.
Yeah,
without
private
flooding my fucking Instagram with your new fucking boyfriend.
Just it's
who's not even gonna stick around.
Yeah, probably not. He's probably not gonna be around. Oh my god. But yeah, I don't think there's a problem with that. Like, I don't think there's a problem with posting it.
No, like if it makes you happy and that's what you've and that's what your decision is, good for you. I'm probably gonna block you, but good for you.
Yeah.
But just make sure they're gonna stick around.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't
otherwise,
start posting if
you've
you're
got
not
about 10 different
sure.
boys on in the last 6 months. Like, come on.
Yeah, just pick one and
one.
stick with it. Otherwise, just don't post them at all.
Like, I get it. I understand. You want to brag about it. I get it. When you're happy, you want to make people know. Make it known. I understand.
Yeah.
But I think if you're genuinely happy in your situation, you don't need the world to know. No. You really don't.
It's kind of like, it kind of goes over the head. You kind of just like...
You don't think about
when
it.
you're with that person...
No.
Like, fair enough if you're taking photos or if you're whatever, but like, you're not actively thinking, oh shit, like I want to post this on Instagram or I want to post this on my story.
Yeah.
Because you're just too in the moment and it's so irrelevant.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I think it goes both ways in the sense like, some people in relationships, like one half might want to post them, the other half might not post as much.
Yeah.
I don't think that necessarily means that they don't care about you.
No, it's just the way that they...
It's literally like the thing you said on TikTok the other day that was like, their communication style doesn't mean that they don't care about you.
Yeah.
Like, some people somehow in this generation don't use their phone that much, don't use social media, which is fucking mind-blowing. Good for you. You're some sort of human from somewhere else. But, like, it can be quite alarming and sometimes quite worrying when someone is like not messaging you back, because that's the world we live in.
Yeah,
right?
and especially when you're used to it as well. Like,
exactly.
if we've gone through relationships where we're constantly texting someone or constantly talking to someone, and then you're obviously not with them anymore and you find someone else, and they're the complete opposite, it's a bit of a shock to the system.
It is. It's like anything though, like when you meet someone that's completely different to what you're used to and they're not toxic, like it's like the whole, I don't know how to talk to you, I don't know how to be around you because you're used to legit the bare minimum.
Yeah.
So the whole, and I think it's, again, it is about our society. Like, people expect the good morning, the good night, the you know, how's your day going, like the whole thing,
like the constant chat.
whereas like this person could still be thinking about you, still want to speak to you all the time, but they just are doing shit. They're not on their phone.
Yeah. Especially when you've got someone whose job is primarily based on technology as well.
Yeah.
Like, the last thing they want to do is be, like, on their phone.
Literally.
After hours, like, after work hours.
Yeah.
So, you just have to take everything into consideration.
Yeah.
And if it's bothering you that much, then have a chat to them.
Have a conversation.
Yeah.
Because they're the only ones that are going to be able to reassure you. Like.
You're not going to get it from anyone else.
Yeah.
So.
Literally. Do you believe being polyamorous can solve relationship problems?
Polyamorous.
Multiple partners.
Open, yeah.
Polygamy is...
Yeah, the brain's not functioning today, so that...
is marriage.
Okay. Can solve relationship problems?
No.
I don't think it can solve them. I
agree.
definitely think that it could probably make them worse.
Oh yeah, but if you're not open about it.
Yes.
But then I guess that's not polyamory.
But then,
polyamory.
yeah, exactly. But then also, like, I was talking to someone about this the other day, that if you're in an open relationship...
Can you just keep starting with the bell?
Ding ding!
Seriously, stop.
If you're in an open relationship and you both have decided to obviously go that way, and then one person is like, yeah, nah, can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
You've given that other person the right and the freedom to be like, this is what I want to do. So it's not, if it's obviously something that you've decided on, it's definitely something that has to be stuck.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just go chop and changing, being like, oh no, I don't feel comfortable with you sleeping with other people anymore.
Yeah.
Because 9 out of 10 times the other person's going to be like, nah.
Nah.
I'm having way too much fun. I come back to you.
Yeah.
But I'm having too much fun. Like,
yeah.
I definitely think, I don't think it can solve problems.
No.
But then it depends. It really, I don't know. I personally don't think it would work.
No.
For me.
I agree.
But sometimes it can make relationships, like, not, I don't think it's going to solve problems, but it can make it probably a little bit better, in the sense that if they've got thoughts, or if they're not happy, or if they're not, like, their needs aren't being fulfilled or anything like that, just as long as the communication is constantly open.
Yeah, correct.
Sometimes it can solve them, but I don't.
No.
Of the minority, I just don't think it would work, to be honest.
For our opinion, I'd say no.
I couldn't do it.
No, fuck no.
I definitely couldn't.
God. Do you go through your significant other's phone? Have you let them go through yours? Is it a, is it a priority for you for them to let you?
Nah. I actually don't really care, to be honest. Like, in my previous relationships, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit of a snooper.
Everybody is.
I have been through my ex-partner's phones and stuff.
Was it by choice? Like, did he let you, or was it like he's out?
It was kind of like why are you talking to this person?
Nice.
Let me suss it out type thing.
Yeah.
But then obviously, like, if you've got quite a lot of trust in that person, I don't think you're gonna feel the need to do that.
This is what I mean. Like, I think when something's not right. Always trust your gut in the sense that you don't trust them. That's when you usually go through phones. That's when you get quite desperate with things. But I think, honestly, if you don't need to be stressing about it and you feel really comfortable with it and they've made you feel like that, then it's not. I don't need to know your password. It's your fucking phone.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if I, like, with the guy that I'm seeing at the moment, I would say to him, like, just take my phone.
Literally, I'd be
and
the same.
so, like, I wouldn't care because I trust him and I don't have nothing to hide.
100%.
And I feel like he'd be the same with me. But like we said, if you've got an inkling that something's going on and you're not trusting them, then
yeah, usually you are right.
Usually you are
made
right.
you feel that way.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, no, it's not a priority. Does not being able to handle long distance mean the relationship isn't real?
Ooh.
This one I was like, hang on.
That's interesting.
So, guessing it's asking, like, just because someone doesn't want to be with you, doesn't want to do the long distance thing, it doesn't mean that they don't love you or don't want it to work. They just know that it might not.
It might not.
Because it does strain people.
Yeah, it 100% would. Long distance definitely does work for some people.
Yeah.
I personally could never do it.
Neither.
I'm very needy. So, I'm very needy. I need affection and like that long distance. Like, I know people that have done long distance from like here to America, or like even here here to Melbourne, here to Queensland, like all of that, and like that's not even that long distance, to be honest.
No.
I don't think it can put a massive strain on the relationship, but again, it has to do a lot with trust.
That's what I mean. Like, I think that
and communication.
To have a certain amount of trust in that, it makes sense, but it also depends on like how temporary is this long distance.
Yeah, like is there an end goal to be like one of us is going to move, or like this is going to happen eventually, just not right now.
That's my question. Is it permanent? Is there going to be a reason for someone to move? Would someone consider it? Is there a compromise, or is it a sacrifice?
Yeah, or is it just you two doing long distance?
Correct.
And nothing's going to come out of it.
Exactly. Like, you can't do long distance forever. Let's be honest. If it was like going away, you could do it. Like,
because it's only temporary.
But in my past relationships, like, I would genuinely be like, no, I couldn't do it. I've had no trust in relationships, like, in heaps of different ways. Like, my own, I've done that. I've broken trust before. Other people I don't have trust in, and so like I think that would be the reason I'd say no. Like, that'd be a big thing for it now. But when I think about it now, the trust that I have been not like forced to have, but like I've adapted with as things progress. Yeah, it's like, no, I understand why people can do it.
Yeah.
Because there are people out there that give you constant reassurance. Oh yeah. That are actually genuine.
Yeah.
So it's like, I understand.
Yeah, exactly. I could never do it though.
But way back when, I'd be like, nah, stop it.
Nah.
I know what your mates do. I know exactly what you're doing as well. Like,
I know what your mates do.
Quit it.
Yeah.
No. Dating to marry.
Yeah, I mean, why else would you do it, really? Like,
I mean, if you can't see yourself marrying them, like, what the fuck?
What's the whole point?
Like, but don't be like, yeah, let's get married.
Well, yeah, I was about to say, it's not like being like, oh, I'm gonna date this person because I want to marry them. Like, no. Your first thought of obviously dating someone is not like, oh my god, I'm gonna marry this person. You learn to love someone, and if it happens, it happens. But I think in the last year that we've been single, like, I feel like being single isn't that bad. So
No.
like, why would you put yourself in the dating scene or in a dating situation if you didn't want something serious?
Yeah.
When you can just be by yourself.
Yeah. Correct.
I wouldn't have said that, 2 years ago? I mean, like, no, give me another
about 2
relationship.
years ago?
But yeah, I mean, if you're not dating to see yourself with someone seriously, then what's the whole point?
Especially at this age, like, come on.
It doesn't even need to be like I said, the marry. Like, you don't have to have that mindset.
You might not
to be
even
like,
want to have, like, to be married. But you should see yourself going long term as well.
Yeah. Or being serious rather than just
correct.
dating.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Is cheating a forgivable mistake?
That's a touchy subject.
For me, no. It's not forgivable. Like, I can forget, but I can't forgive. Like, to the point where it's like, cheating has just, it wrecks people. Like,
puts a massive strain on
the
trust.
consequences on that other party, like, you don't understand just how much you destroy a person. For even the future, they lose trust, they lose their self-esteem, everything. That you really fuck a person. And I have been someone that has, I'm somehow, I have never been cheated on, from what I know. Again, probably. But I have been someone that has looked at someone else for attention while I've been in a relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Which honestly, from what I've been, like, someone has actually opened my eyes recently to saying that they would rather have someone cheat on them by someone emotionally by one night stand than someone openly going out, speaking to someone else, texting someone else, creating a relationship basically with someone else. Which I'm like, no, you're right. As much as it's like, I've never done anything physical, my brain's still like, I'm pursuing someone else. That's cheating.
It's the attention. Like, a lot of people do that.
They do, and
like,
they think they justify
normal.
it by saying, I didn't kiss her, didn't sleep with her, why does it matter? Basically, you're genuinely creating a connection while with someone else, which again is ultimate betrayal.
Yeah.
That's what fucks with people.
Yeah.
If someone cheated on me, again, I can't relate because, I don't understand. But from saying it, if someone cheated on me in a one-night stand, terrible, I'd feel awful. But it's like, all right, cool, that was a one-off thing. I wouldn't forgive him.
I was going to say,
done.
Would you forgive them if that's something that they would do?
No. I've been out. I can make a decision for myself. Takes two to tango.
Yeah.
But if you did pursue something with someone else, even if you didn't sleep with them, and I saw messages that were like,
the emotional connection.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, that's so much worse.
That's so much worse.
So, like, again, I hate that I've been that person, and I'm glad that I can be like, yep, done it. I've seen the consequences it had on someone, and I've seen it break someone, and I'm like, I will never be able to do it again, in the sense that I'm like, I don't want to do that again. If I'm with someone that I'm doing that with, that's wrong. Like, from this whole year of being single, my goal was to be like, find the thing in yourself that you thought you were missing to find in someone else, to make yourself whole, and then to have someone that's just going to completely just make you a better person without feeling a hole in you.
Yeah.
Deep. But it's true.
Yeah. It can really break someone, like we said, like the whole trust side. It really can fuck someone up. Like, even if you're not in like a steady relationship, like even if it's just a casual thing, or like if it's a constant thing that you're talking to someone, and then even if the conversation hasn't been had, but you think that you're kind of on the same level, and then they do a complete 180, like, it's not necessarily obviously cheating, but it can just break someone's trust 100%. So
it's just has so many repercussions.
But then also, I feel like a lot of people who do get forgiven for being cheated on, they tend to do it again anyway, because they think that is okay.
Yeah, but I think that's the same as, like, when you don't get caught with it as well, they're like, sweet,
I can keep doing this.
I don't understand what's wrong with it, whatever. Like, you don't aim to do it, but you know how easy it is.
Oh yeah.
In our day and age, it's ridiculously easy, which is so shit. And that's what causes so many people to have so much anxiety for it.
Yeah.
So
it's not a good thing.
If you're not happy, fucking leave.
Yeah, don't do it.
If we're fighting, don't go to your friends for advice.
Depends.
I don't want your friend messaging me while we're arguing. If you go to them, chat to them, and you get shit out and they help you, fair enough. But if a friend messages me, gets in our business, I'm like, know your place.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between going for advice and the friend retaliating.
Correct.
Because if I was having problems with a relationship and I went to Risk and said, I need a second opinion on this, or I want advice, like, am I going about this the wrong way, X, Y, Z, then that's fine. But if she was to go back to him and be like, you're a fucking asshole, like, why are you treating her like this? I mean, we would do it anyway, but... Correct. But, like, there's a difference between seeking advice and then seeking someone to be like, I'm
to fight your battles.
To fight your battles,
no. It's not good. Like, it's not a good form of direct communication at all. Like,
no.
I've had relationships where my partner has gone to his mum and had his mum speak to me. Sorry.
Mama's boy.
I felt like I was going to a principal's office. Like, fuck off.
Take a seat. You're going through suspension.
And I'm like, alright, that's awesome. I love that our parents are involved.
I feel like parents should not be someone not be someone who gets involved.
An argument in a relationship is between two fucking people.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Go get your lifeline, go call your support, whatever. I think it's always good to get a second opinion.
Oh yeah.
Cool it off. Don't just scream at someone. I am a fucking culprit for that. When you're angry, chill the fuck out. Go take a walk.
Take a breather.
I don't think you should ever spend too much time apart, but definitely have some space.
Yeah.
Because what happens in the heat of the moment is a lot of the time just not what you really want to say.
No. Taking that breather is always good.
Yeah.
Because then you don't say that the stuff that you're going to regret later.
Correct.
But then also, like I said, I do think once you've had a breather and once you've calmed down and like maybe solved it or, you know, just cool down at least, if you need to talk to someone, then there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Just, like I said, don't choose someone to fight your battles for you.
Right. Alright, I got the last one because it's been 40 minutes. Your boyfriend will find other beautiful women and it's okay. You are not the only beautiful woman in the world. The important thing is as much as there are beautiful women, he chose to stay with you for reasons other than beauty. I think it's the whole... Obviously, the guy you're with is going to find other girls attractive.
Yeah.
When back in my old relationships, I would have been like, what the fuck? Like, I don't want to know that. Like, why are you looking at her? But realistically, I can appreciate a good dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you look good. Damn.
I use the term, your eyes aren't painted on all the time.
Nice.
Like if you're looking, like I used to do that with my ex-partner. Like we used to, if we were to see someone, we'd be like, yeah, what do you rate her?
Yeah.
Like we'd do it together. So it's not like it's I'm seeking out you to give me insecurities.
Yeah, correct.
Because I wouldn't do that to myself. Like,
you can just appreciate when someone looks good.
Yeah.
Like, and again, I had it pointed out to me the other night actually, that it's not like, a lot of women are, he's attractive, I'm gonna fuck him.
Oh yeah.
Men are more like, yeah, cool, she's attractive, don't want to fuck her. Apparently there is a big difference between an attractive woman and someone they want to fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, didn't know that. So like, I think it's just like, again, it all comes back to the trust component. Like, if he's ever made you feel insecure because he's tried to talk to a girl.
That's different.
But it's also like, not at the moment, but like, I used to find it really difficult when the guy I was seeing had girl mates.
Yeah, look, I'm the same.
I used to be like, I don't trust it because again, it's all about your previous relationships and how other guys have made you feel. But then like, again, once you start to have that trust and have that communication, it's like, no, like, I respect how respectful he is to other girls.
Yeah.
And like, I think that's so much better.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's more the way that, and like this could be the exact same as a female, not just obviously from a boyfriend's perspective. It's just the way that they would make you feel. Yeah. And if they're doing it to do it in a way that it's like spiteful and trying to do it so that they can get a reaction out of you, then obviously you're not in the right relationship. No. But yeah, like I said, our eyes aren't painted on. No. We're allowed to look. We're allowed to appreciate the human body.
Like, I appreciate women.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, wow, she has a good
Exactly.
ass. Look at those boobs. Get it, girl.
Literally is what we do on a
Exactly.
weekend basis. It's like,
we're always
damn,
like,
girl,
look at
you
those
look
boobs.
good.
Like, who cares?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, you can appreciate what's good. Like, and if you
100%.
can't, you're lying to yourself.
Yeah, I think it would be more just like if he or if they were to just be doing it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Then that's when you kind of need to step back and be like, okay,
Yeah.
this is making me feel like shit.
Correct.
But don't look at it to be like, oh my god, you're looking at someone else.
No.
And I hate that.
No. There is a big difference. So, like, it's all about how they would treat you in front of this person. If they don't treat you like you're the best thing since sliced bread,
Yeah.
then get rid of them.
Yeah. Put them in the trash.
It's like, if you're not up on a pedestal, you're all the way down at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Get your priorities sorted.
Treat your girl and your man right.
Correct. Like, just know that if you feel like you are not in the right place, you're not being treated right, you're not being treated right.
Yeah, if you're questioning it,
Correct.
there's always something going on.
Yes. Know your worth. Because it's always something that, like, you stick with. If you can be like, nah, I'm not being treated right, get out of it.
Yeah.
I guarantee you will find someone that treats you tenfold better.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Like,
Us of all people know that.
bro, trust me.
Now.
Like,
We know that now.
if these people are only here for a season, like, they're gonna just make you the best version of yourself either way.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's people out there, so just don't settle for shit.
Yeah, there's plenty of shit out there, just don't settle for it.
There is. I think I'm literally reading a book at the moment that's opened my eyes so much, and it's literally like, we are bred to, especially as women, to believe that we need to be with someone at all times. Like, some people in their cultures, their families expect them to be in a relationship, expect them to be married, like having children soon. Like, we have been raised to be told that we're on a clock.
Yeah.
With marriage, with kids.
Yeah.
And I get it, it's shit. But realistically, like, also, thank God the world we're living in is starting to evolve and adapt and be like, women can do what the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to be in a relationship, don't be in it. If you don't want to get married, don't get married.
You don't have to.
Just remember that everything you want to do is based on you.
Yeah.
I know that sometimes you'll get those days where it's like, oh, you're about to get period, you're on a period, and you're like, oh, fuck, I want someone. I get that, that's normal.
I need to cuddle.
Literally, I want to cuddle.
I need to cuddle.
And that's fine. Like, if you think you're ready for a relationship, get in one, but don't get in one just because you're lonely.
Yeah.
Like, just, the biggest thing you will learn is that look after yourself first, make sure you're in the place that you want to be in, and then do the things you want. Like, have a child when you're 40, who the fuck cares? Like, things are possible.
Yeah, be thankful that your body can do that.
Yeah.
As well. Like, if you are able to do that and you end up getting pregnant at 40 and that's just how it is,
Literally.
just be grateful with what's happened. So,
Look, trust me, like, if you're not in a relationship and you're single, your day has not been ruined before 7 a.m. Like, a boy did not disappoint you today.
remember that.
Make yourself happy.
So go and disappoint yourself.
Literally.
Don't let someone else do it
Come
for you.
on.
Hi, Mama.
So that's all you need to take from this. Do what you want to do and forget about society and what people expect of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you deserve the world.
Go get it, queen.
Stay toxic as well. Come on.
Yeah,
Like,
stay toxic.
It's a fun time. We have fun. We want to settle down, we'll settle down.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
yeah, thank you guys so much for listening in to, what are we at now? 34.
Yeah.
Ooh,
At 34 this week.
and you girls are actually just about to celebrate 2 years of friendship,
Yay!
which is super
Gone
exciting.
so quickly.
So that will be our next week's episode, I think.
Yeah.
Talking about our friendship and
Yeah.
all that. So we really appreciate everybody's time, and we hope you have an amazing week.
Yeah, have an amazing
Enjoy
week.
it.
And we'll see you in the next step.
Yes.
Love you all.
Bye.